How are you guys? You good? You good? Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Doing alright? Anyway, I'm going to play a few more, and I'm going to drive about 14 hours. It's not going to be bad. Not a big deal. I was really glad that we didn't see any snow while we were coming out, because last week someone had sent me a picture and there was snow on the ground, and so I was a little concerned, because I know you guys have talked about how the Somerset weather, you got 18 feet of snow and it's 75 in Pittsburgh or something. How are you guys with the cameras? It's not stressful or anything. Meaning I get nervous around cameras. I'm going to play a couple tunes maybe some of you have heard before, some of you haven't. And then I'm going to play a new song if that's cool, and then we'll be on our way. But I don't take it lightly that I get to play music at all. It was something that when I was 12 years old and my dad brought home an acoustic guitar that he picked up on a yard sale on the way home from work, I never thought that I would do anything to do with music, because I had vowed that I was never going to sing at all, especially in front of people, ever again, because of my brother. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and older brothers sometimes are, older brothers. Anyway, I had, I'll just tell you the story, it doesn't matter. I had recorded myself singing on a cassette tape, and for you young people, it's making a comeback. But it's 3.5 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and you have music on it. And so, I had recorded myself singing Michael Jackson a cappella, right? And that's a pretty big feat, especially for a 12-year-old kid. But I kind of sounded like that anyway, because I had a super high voice or whatever. And it was one of the rare times that I ever had someone spend the night with me. So I had this friend, he spent the night, and my brother walks into the room and he's like, "Look what I found." I'm like, "Oh no." Like everything within me was just panic mode. And he pushes play, right? And it's a Michael Jackson song that's super high, of course. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Right? And I run out of the room crying. Like I run outside, I'm around in the back by this little shed thing, and I'm crying. I'm like, what? And he comes out, actually Robbie, which his name was Robert E. Lee, which is weird, right? But Robbie comes around the corner, he's like, "Well, what's going on? I mean, it sounded pretty cool." I'm like, "No, it doesn't. No, it didn't." Whatever. And my brother comes out and is like, "What's cool? What's your problem?" I'm like, "Why would you ever do that?" And anyway, I vowed that day to never sing again, right? Ever. I stuck with it, right? I'm never singing again. And my dad ruined it, kind of, I guess, when he brought home an acoustic guitar. It wasn't long after that, but he brought home this guitar. I'm like, whoa, what's this? And he showed me some chords, showed me the chords to House of the Rising Sun. I was like, that's awesome. And so I started kind of teaching myself by ear how to play and putting stuff together and, trying to, you got that. I didn't want to embarrass him by saying anything. And then, you got that, what's that? You're like, "Hey, that sounds like that song," right? And then the Smoke on the Water or whatever. And you're like, "This is so cool," because you're getting somewhere. You feel like you're accomplishing something, right? And so I didn't know that was going to be anything that was involved in my life at all, because I had sworn I was never going to sing again. But God being God, He had different plans. So when I was 14 years old, I came to know who Jesus was, and it was because of skateboarding. I would skateboard in this church parking lot, and I got invited in one night during a potluck dinner, and I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. I'm like, what is this? Like, free food, and people treat me really well. I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, hey, I want you to know you're welcome here anytime. Anytime you want to be here, it's awesome. It's so cool to see you here. It's always great to see you skateboarding in the parking lot. You're welcome. I'm like, what is going on, right? And so I made it a point to be there every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday evening for youth group. Anytime that I could be there, I was there. And when I came to Jesus on February 2nd of 1992, which is a few years ago, and it was something that some of the first things I heard was like, oh, that's a phase, it'll pass. Because I was like, I got saved, you know? I was so stoked out of my mind. I'm like, I got saved. And they're like, it's a phase, it'll pass. But my dad bringing that guitar home, and me being a skateboarder and skateboarding in a parking lot of a church, getting invited in, experiencing free food like crazy, and then the fact that these people loved me, no matter who I was, what I had done. It was just a whole bunch of things that God used just to kind of package it together. And then with the music situation, it wasn't until, I played in a couple little bands, kind of did some stuff or whatever, but in the beginning I wasn't going to sing. I played bass, right? I was a bass player. I wasn't good at all. And then I started playing guitar a little bit more, and then we were in this band that we played quite a few churches, you know. We had like 3 songs that we played over and over and over and over and over again for an hour and a half, you know, type thing. We played lock-ins. And then we found out that our lead singer had actually stolen lyrics from a real band, like a band that was a band, and he put them into a song, and he kept the same title, all the same lyrics, just different melody, right? And we found out, we're like, dude, you're out of the band. You can't do that, right? And so we kicked him out of the band, but we had a lock-in coming up at our church, and we had to play this lock-in. It was a big deal, you know. It's going to be like 30 kids there. And like, we got to kind of cancel the lock-in. They're like, no, we don't. You're going to sing. I'm like, I'm not singing. I'm like, yeah, you are. Okay, I will. So we did these 3 songs, and we played them over and over again. It was terrible. It was so bad. But that kind of got me back in the game of singing type whatever in front of people. And so at the age of 19 is when I felt like God wanted me to start a band and to do something with it, and to tell people the same thing that I'd heard back when I was 14, that Jesus loved them and had a plan for their life. And I'm like, that is incredible, right? So at 19, Spoken started, and that was kind of the beginning of me feeling like, okay, this is what God's got me doing right now. You know, so that's what I've been doing, and then it started branching out more with the acoustic stuff and occasional kind of speaking, which is weird to not have a guitar as a safety blanket. I'm like, yeah, we just want you to speak. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. But this is like, okay, you can ramble on forever if you got this strapped to your belt. But I don't take it lightly that I get to do this, and I don't take it lightly at all that I can have them with me. It's awesome. I love what I get to do, and I hope I get to do it for a lot of years to come. I know that God will change it, and it'll morph a little bit in a different way, and however, but as of now, I'm still in a rock band. We still tour consistently. I get to do acoustic stuff between those tours, and I'm always looking for places to play. And so the fact that I get to do it is really cool. And so whatever it is that maybe you feel like, I don't know, maybe it was just overwhelming. It's like you knew that that's what God wanted you to do, and you did it, you've been doing it, keep it up. If it's something where it's like, you know, man, I love Jesus, but I don't know what in the world I'm doing. I don't even know where to start when it comes to telling people about Jesus. I'm like, honestly, it starts with a conversation. It starts with like being there, being present, like, hey, what's going on? How are you? What's up? But I think the best way to start doing it is to start doing it. You know, you're just kind of like, what am I doing? Have a conversation with someone. Thank you very much for letting me be here tonight. So. I saw the storm, felt the wind begin to change. I saw the sky saw the flashing light. Once the day turned into night, I heard the sound, saw the flashing light. Watched the day turn into night. Through it all, we've been thrown in the fire, we've been lost in the flame. We will rise from the ashes again. All our hearts have been broken, we've been burned by the flame. We will rise from the ashes again. She watched the world as it slowly slipped away, lost all the dreams in the ocean. She sees his face, feels his touch on her hand, remembers when she had everything. One day she will love again. I heard the sound, saw the flashing light. Once the day turned into night. Through it all, we've been thrown in the fire, we've been lost in the flame. We will rise from the ashes again. All our hearts have been broken, we've been burned by the flame. We will rise from the ashes again. You're all that I have, everything that I need, the one that I run to, everything I believe. You are all that I have, everything that I need, the one that I run to, everything I believe. I believe through it all, we've been thrown in the fire, we've been lost in the grave. We will rise from the ashes again. All our hearts have been broken, we will burn by the flame. We will rise from the ashes